This is the first time I'm recording a video about something I need to speak about. And because I'm white, because I'm white, I can speak about this, right? I'm a white person and I'm gonna speak about this. Right, this is it. This is it. No, seriously, I'm so angry about what's happening to my brothers and my sisters who are dark colors. I feel like crying out for them because it's not fair. First of all,
having issues and being
Sandra Bland. I watched Sandra Bland. Her name is Sandra Bland. Hold on, this is my partner, and he is black. He's dark, right? And he doesn't even know who is Sandra Bland, guys. Something's wrong here. Sandra Bland is a woman that was found in a cell, hanged, and they said that she committed suicide. Guys, I watched every single video last night. I got so scared. I got so scared that I hugged my partner. Thanks God. Thanks God that God brought me my husband to look after me. And I'll tell you why in a minute. No, I'll tell you why in a minute. Yes, I'm so like mouthy and everything. And to all the women, like, please change. Like, we need to really stop being respectful to our husband. And not always, we think we know everything. We're like kind of guy in a relationship. We have all this mouthy mouth. God spoke to me last night. All the women, we need to change. We really need to respect our husband. You know, it's not nice the way we are. Like, we need to be a woman of God and calm down. But anyway, the thing, we're very different. Like me and my husband, I'm the kind of woman I speak up the truth. I'm very like passionate about the justice. When my husband, he's more calm and he just really likes to like take the step back. You know. But anyway, I watched Sandra Bland videos, and both of me and my husband, we know how to read the body language. That woman 100% did not commit suicide. Come on, guys. I'm 100% sure because I watched every movement of hers, and even somebody has admitted who worked in prisons, they actually kill people in there and hang them and make them look like they committed suicide to cover up their murder. The black woman was stopped for no reason. Please, everybody, go in YouTube and look for Sandra Bland. Why was she stopped? Because she wouldn't put her cigarette aside, and the white man felt superior than her and wanted to make her shut up, basically. Then she went into a cell. She got arrested for that because she didn't signal. She got arrested because she didn't signal. In my country, in Serbia, nobody fucking signal. Nobody signals. She got arrested and she died in a cell because she wouldn't signal to go, you know, to go to the other lane. Watch the video, please. 3 days she was in a cell. Why was she 3 days in a cell? This just does not make sense to me. Please, if it was a white woman, I'm glad I'm white, I can speak about this. If she was a white woman, she wouldn't stay in a cell for 3 days, guys. Come on, she wouldn't. She stayed in a cell for 3 days and then she got discovered hanged into her cell. And how I discovered Sandra Bland? Because I was looking the case of Kenneka Jenkins. That's how I discovered all this bullshit that's going on in the world right now. Come on, guys. You really think we're stupid? No, you're not gonna win. We're winning. Because God Almighty is stronger than all of you devils. And we're... yes, my child is just... Look, my little baby, who is a mixed race, is the ruler of this world. And I'm gonna teach him to change this world. He's a king. He's a child. He doesn't belong to me. He belongs to Almighty God up there, who's gonna make him speak the words of truth. Be kind. And I'm never gonna teach him to be rude to the police. Never ever. I would teach him to be nice to the police, to respect the police. Never be rude to the police. Definitely not. I'm not that kind of mother. Wait, babe. I have to speak to the people.
Have your pancake and be quiet.
So, pancake. Thanks God. My husband makes the best pancakes in the world. So, to all my brothers and sisters, black race and everything, you're not putting yourself down if you do respond nicely to the police, because that's a wise thing to do. Don't try and be smart. Try and be like, well, wise. Try and be wise. Be calm and prove them you're not rude to them. Don't be aggressive, because please, you don't want to waste your life just to prove your point. That's really stupid. And I'm going to teach my son the same thing, you know. to not waste his life proving the point. Is not point. Be wise, be smart, be kind,
be what?
Be wise. And let's get to the point of Sandra Bland and Kenneka Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
These should have been live. I don't even know why I didn't go live. Why did I not go live? I'm just recording the video, but I should have really gone live. Never mind. And so where did
Get out.
Come now, come this way, see, dodge. And so basically, what is it? Sandra Bland was found dead.
Sandra Bullock.
And I've watched every single move because my husband taught me how to read body language. And listen, because he was always talking about body language, and I was listening to what he was saying because he was working as a life coach, so, and also nutritionist and personal training, and he knows body language. Believe me, when I'm sad, he knows. He just reads my body language. He knows everything. So I was listening to him, and I know the body language now. And I watched Sandra Bland body language. And believe me, that woman, she was not that kind. Yes, she was an activist against everything. Look, there was two options that could have happened. Sandra Bland killed herself because she wanted to prove the point to the white idiots. Yeah. Or there's a second option that they killed her and made her look like she committed suicide. But when you look at Sandra Bland's body language, she's kind of woman, she was looking forward to get out and get her word here. Like, she wanted everybody to hear this story that this white policeman has stopped her for nothing and done that to her. She had a voice. Why would she kill her voice? Does not make sense. Does not make sense. I'm sorry. She wanted to speak out. She wanted to be a big movement for black people. That's why she's been killed. I'm sorry. I'm a white person. I'm speaking the truth. I'm so happy that God put me on this earth to say the truth. And then you can read her body language. That wherever she was doing, she was very respectful to the environment around her. She was very humbled, very respectful to it. She was very, how to say, she's crying a lot, which proves that people, before they kill themselves, they don't cry like that. They're emotional. She was upset what was happening to her. She couldn't wait to get out and prove the point. And that's why they killed her. Come on, guys. All right, we're living in a white man, evil world. They don't care about our feelings. They don't care about black people. They don't even care about me. I will tell you the story what happened to me. How God Almighty saved me. Oh my God. And I'm not even black. I'm a white Serbian person who lived in England, who is successful, and they were trying to break me down, man. I'm gonna tell you. So listen, we're not paranoid, no, we're not paranoid, no, we're very wise, we're smart. Black people are wise, they're smart, they're good people, and they're kind, and they have soul. That's the difference, man. They have soul, and you don't. That's the difference. So, let me tell you another story. Oh my God, my arm is hurting me because I'm holding the phone. Oh my God, where was I? So, Look, I was so scared last night. I hugged my partner, I hugged my husband, and he just thought I was scared. And God said to me, I have sent this man to look after you. You have to watch your mouth. You have to be that woman of God that he will, because we've been 7 years together now, and I want him to like fall in love with me again. But I have changed so much. Really since I gave birth, I became very mouthy and very tired all the time, you know. And I want him to see me prosper again, you know. But only through the grace of God you can prosper. You cannot do it by yourself.
Because of the dust.
Well, he's talking to a dog. Yeah, we have a small dog.
Shouldn't be there underneath because it's gonna cough because of the dust.
Dodgy then. Now, come. Now, come. Now, come. Come, let's play. Yeah. Bravo. And so where we were?
You were talking about the wipes that you go for your bum?
What?
Bum's wipes?
Babe. And so, yeah, and God said, I'll send you this man to look after you. And when he hugged me, I was so scared about everything that was happening to Sandra and to Bland, Sandra Bland, and to even though I'm not black, but I can feel what they're going. Because just because I'm not black, I can imagine how it's like when you go out with a black skin. That's a completely different story, man. I'm fortunate, first of all, that I'm not a guy. Because when I go out with my baby, I'm always first in the queue. There's always somebody to help me. Imagine for a black woman or black brother or black brother. This life is not easy for them, you know. So please be more like compassionate to all those young people that are, you know. So what was I saying, babe? I need air conditioning in here. I'm so like, babe, seriously, I was watching Sandra Bland, body language, no Bland, and there's no way she killed herself. First of all, Sandra Bland is kind of woman. How was she? Listen, Sandra Bland, there's nowhere on earth that she would sit in her room and figure out there's a rope on the curtains. There is a plastic bag that is made perfectly into a hole. Only person that works in prisons and they know how to hang people will do that. Sandra Bland was never in prison. She doesn't know how to hang herself. Come on, guys. Sandra Bland did not know how to do the holes to kill herself. They killed her, and then they did exactly what prisoners do. Prisoners kill prisoners in prison. They kill them, and then they hang them, and then they look like they killed themselves. And how do police people know how to do that? Because they learn from the prisoners. And that's what they did to Sandra Bland. It's so obvious. Come on, guys. Sandra Bland did not commit suicide. You killed her because she was an activist and she had a voice for black people. I'm sorry, but you did. But you did. And you don't feel sorry. Because for you, it's just another piece of meat of a black person. For you. Not for us, not for me, not for my husband, not for my child. We do feel sorry. We have a heart. Same thing that happened to Kenneka Jenkins. How did she... But first of all, let me tell you the story about how God brought my husband. So last night when he hugged me, I felt... I wasn't scared. God just spoke to me and said, don't be afraid of anything. I've got this guy right there. To change you into a woman you need to be and to protect you. Because what? A couple of years ago, there was a racist woman. Yeah. Because I became successful and I had a really nice car parked outside, and she didn't, and she was a white person and I was a white person but not English person. Okay, so I'm not gonna say my surname on a TV because on a social media because I like it to keep private, and the surname that you see is not that's not my surname. But yeah, she knew that I wasn't English, but I was yet very successful. I decided to be successful. That's again a choice. Yeah, I was homeless at 16. I decided to be successful. Now me and my husband work a company that's over $1 million. But both of us were poor. I was homeless, my partner wasn't, but we were both living in a council place. And now we have, yes, because God is great. And listen, when he hugged me last night, I just knew that God put this man to protect me. Because that racial woman that was there, when I had my car parked outside, and her car was SHIT, she next day went and got even better car than mine to make her statement. You're not British, so you should not be more successful than me in my country. That's their statement, right? And I thought, oh my God, they're going to be so happy for me because I'm making the economy in their country go higher. They're going to have more respect for me because I didn't go into the country. I did not go into the country to make troubles or to make the country look stupid. I just went there to make them feel proud of me and my family, making them feel proud of me, to show them that when we come into the country, we just want to come and be successful, nothing else. We don't want to make any trouble. So, but that's not how it happened. They just got jealous. Do you get me? So once I heard them saying all this, there was a house, there was like 3 apartments on top, and they were all white, same age, 50 years of age, and they were saying, she should go back to her country. She should go back to her country. Who is she? So I came out and I say, who are you speaking to? You know, that's racial comments, right? I was just very angry that they were racist, you know, but the kind of person that I am, which God taught me that maybe I should just calm me down a little bit, I had to speak up my mind and be angry. And from then, I didn't trust these people. And guess what? That man on the 2nd floor, white guy, when he was drunk, who was there to pick him up, put him in the hospital? Me, not them, me. I always ask them as an elderly person, is there anything I can help you with? Like, let me know. I used to bring chocolates and flowers, but that's when I was poor. That's when I was poor. But then when I became successful, they couldn't take it because I was successful and I wasn't British.
Buy one chocolate?
I couldn't even buy my husband a chocolate.
When he was rich.
But then he made me a businesswoman, and now we are successful. And they couldn't take him, my love. So they provoked me, and a woman upstairs, I was very young at that. How old was I? I was very young. You know, it happened like how many years ago? Happened a long time ago. I was young and I was so passionate about, I hate injustice. So I went there and I had, how do you say, debate with her. And she's older, she should have known to just not go there with me. And so we had debate, and that white sneaky woman acted that I hurt her, called the ambulance. There wasn't, listen, she called the ambulance, babe, and there was nothing, okay? And she made it look so bad. The police came and arrested me. They wouldn't even hear my story, but because she was white and British and older, and she called the ambulance. You know what? She was working for this what is it when the woman goes beaten?
Anti-terrorist.
Babe, woman's.
I don't know. Do I look?
She worked for this
Anti-domestic.
Anti-domestic violence for the woman, and she knew all the lawyers. She knew all the law. She knew just everything what was happening. She knew how to get me. Oh my God, can you believe? She just knew the British law. I was young. I never got into any trouble. I never knew what was going on. So when police came and they said, there is an ambulance outside. I was like, ambulance for who? They said, for her, and you've been arrested. I'm like, are you? And that's when I knew right there that I'm dealing with white, British, racist, sneaky people, and I knew exactly what black people were going through right there, right? So, and I'm like, why am I being arrested for? You know, but they won't listen. They wouldn't listen. They just put the handcuffs on me, took me in the van, and took me to the police station. What happened after that, babe? Then after that, even while I was there, they wouldn't give a I was saying, they just saw my surname. They knew I wasn't British. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. I had no voice over there, guys. But I was wise, right? I was smart. I wouldn't argue with anybody. I was very calm. I was very nice. I was very friendly, okay? Just to show them that I wasn't there to make troubles. You know, I just came here to be a successful woman and maybe even leave from your country. I just, you know, you should respect me like I'm paying taxes to you guys, right? You guys are working for me, my love. You know, you should respect me. So I just came here to make the economy go up and leave. I didn't come here. So I didn't want to make any troubles. So anyway, I got released. Listen to this. Listen to this. I got released. And then there was a court day, and I couldn't find a lawyer because I knew who I was dealing with. I think, oh my gosh, now I know who I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with this white woman that knows every single policeman. Because listen to this, I got my lawyer. Oh my God, I hope this goes viral. I got my lawyer who lives next door to me. And after he accepted to represent me, he didn't know who I was dealing against. And after a few days, I got a letter saying I've been refused to be represented with this lawyer because it was a marital conflict. She knew him from the domestic violence people. She was working, so she knew all the lawyers. She knew all the policemen. She dealt with them before, with all these women that got beaten by their husbands. She knew all of them. There was nobody to represent me. Everybody knew who she was. I was by myself with my God above, who sent me my husband to protect me. Listen. And then, thanks God, there was a neighbor, my black brother, you know, Daniel. Daniel, me and my husband know, he's a great, he's our neighbor, he's a black brother. And he said, Anna, I know exactly what you're going through, and I got the best lawyer for you. Listen, I got a woman, a white woman, that's amazing. Like, she deals with this kind of stuff. So, okay. And then, me and my husband, we went to her, and she just said, just give me those papers that you have. I'm just going to tell you straight away what's going on. She took the papers and she said, are these all these white people? I said, yes. But she's white as well. And she looks so smart, blonde hair, like cut like that, smart looking. Like, she would definitely win this case, right? And she said, are all these people white? I said, yes. I said, are they all the same age? I said, yes. She said, she threw the papers on the floor and she said, I know exactly what's going on. You don't even have to tell me. I know exactly what's going on. We're going to court.
Hey.
We went to, the first day we went to court, it was black judges. And they had a file. I mean, my lawyer had a file of how many times I called the police on these white people being racial to me. And nobody reacted to my calls. Nobody came to have a word with them. And in that file, it said how many times I called anti-racial and nobody reacted. So it was about 56 times, I think, maybe even more. And the black judges said, we want to see more of these papers. So they sent us home to research for these papers to show them the police didn't react to the anti-racial comments that they were making towards me. None. So we went home, and the second time we were supposed to be going to court, I had a huge panic attack and I almost passed out. And my husband decided, he said, you're not going, because I couldn't breathe, like I was pale. And I went to hospital, and my lawyer said, do not come, go to hospital, do not come. She obviously felt there was like a judge over there, a white judge, wherever, that was taking their side. And she said to me on the phone, do not come. If you're not feeling well, stay in hospital, wherever. Right? And then, listen guys, the same day, it was Friday, guys, Friday, okay? And I have huge panic attacks. I cannot stay in a cell. I am scared of the police. I just no, that's not for me. On Friday afternoon, me and my husband, my lovely baby, here, we have a lovely child together. This was a couple of years ago. He was with me in my house. And I will never forget this. Because God sent him to me. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4. And they knocked on the door, because on Friday, my lawyer said, go home. Do not come if you're not well, if you're having panic attack or whatever, because I'm so scared of these white people. They were like zombies, man. And she said, go. So we went home, and me and my husband were watching. At that time, he knew, like, he felt sorry for me probably. We were not married, we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. Please stop now. Don't touch it. And then, but they knocked on my door really loud. It was 4 o'clock, we were watching a film, we were really happy. Me and my husband were really happy. And I heard the loud bang. I said, what the fuck is that? It was Friday. And you know, if they come for you on Friday, there is no judge on the weekend. So you have to be in cell till Monday. So my husband said, stay in there. Stay in there. I'm gonna check who it is. Don't worry. it can't be them, because we did say to them that he was ill. So he said, but stay in there. And my husband, my partner at that time, my boyfriend, he's my husband now, he locked me inside my bedroom. He locked me with a key, and he said to me, stay in there. And now, right now, I'm in my bedroom, and I can see the shadows underneath, and I can see the foot of the policeman. He opened the door, and these idiots, I can recognize their voices. They look for me. And bless my Father in heaven, who sent me my husband. My husband said to them, where is the warrant? Because if I opened it, because they thought this is a stupid immigrant who's got no family here, she would just open the door, we would take her, and then she would stay there for the weekend until Monday. And they know I have panic attack. They know I will not survive in a fucking cell. And all this because I had a voice against the racism. And then my husband said, where is your warrant? And they said, we don't have any. My husband said, my boyfriend at the time said, well, you can't get in because you don't have warrant. And they said, come on, we know Anna is in there. Let us get inside. We're going to get her. And my husband said, no, she's not in here. And you have no right to enter because you don't have a warrant. So they knew who we're dealing with, my beautiful angel who God sent me to protect me. And they left. At that time, I was shaking inside my room. Oh, I was doing, God, please don't take me away now. God, please don't take me away now. God, please don't. And I was praying to God so bad. My husband was so calm. I have no idea how he didn't get scared. He never got in trouble. My husband always comes from a good family. He never ever got in trouble with the police. Never. You know, but he's so strong. He's very smart and very wise. He made me a millionaire, so obviously he's a very smart guy. So anyway, they left, and he's coming back into your bedroom now, and I'm like this. I'm like a leaf, and I can't breathe. And he said, and he hugged me. He said, don't worry, you know, they left now. Nothing's going to happen to you. And then I think we went to a family house. We went to another family house. We went a meal to calm myself down. I was freaking out. I wouldn't go back home. I'm thinking they're after me now. My husband said, no, they can't do anything. They came for you on Friday afternoon because they knew they done this purposely because they knew you would stay there till Monday. Pretending, listen, with no warrant, pretending they didn't know that there was another court day set up anyway because I was ill. I couldn't make that day. They pretend they didn't have communication with the judges. They didn't turn up on court. They came to get me on Friday. Actually, no, babe. I think the court case was on Thursday. And they came the next day on Friday to get me. Right? On Wednesday, I can't remember. They came purposely on Friday to get me. Why? So that I stayed there till Monday and suffer like a pig because I'm not British, white. I'm just a foreign person with my surname that don't belong there. Guys, come on. I'm not saying every British person, because there's some British people that are very helpful, very nice. But only because they have to, obviously, you know. But not because they want to. Some of them, not because they want to. But not all of them. Some of them are very, very nice. And they're probably godly people. The ones that are nice, they're probably godly people. And so I was shaking like a leaf in my bedroom. It was terrible. I was like, why is this happening to me? Like, I never got in trouble with the police. I've been always the best student in school. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What did I deserve to go? And that's exactly what Sandra Bland went. What did she do wrong? She didn't want to pull out the cigarette because she didn't have to. And the policeman didn't like that because first she was black. Second, she was smarter than him because she knew the rights. She knew her rights. Believe me, that day when they come to get me on Friday afternoon, for no reason, they came to get me, who was like a kind woman, there to help the world, went to study, be successful, nothing wrong to anybody, just had a voice against the racism, came to get me on Friday afternoon to put me in the cell so that I have to stay there till Friday. Everybody knows when you get arrested and you get arrested on Friday, my love, you're in there till Monday. So that's why they came purposely on Friday. And my husband knew, my boyfriend at that time, knew. So he said to them, you need a warrant. I would never say that to them. I would be shitting myself. I respect police so much. I would just said, okay, here I am, take me. That's what I would have said. Fucking idiot. I wouldn't know about the, what is it? About the, what is it called? Warrant. I wouldn't know about that, my love. But my husband knew. So you effed off. Bye-bye. Nada. Till the next court case. And guess what? The judge, when I went to court, the judge looked at me and he thought, why is this young woman here? He just let me go home, my love. Because the judges, they know. They know what's going on. Sandra Bland did not kill herself because there's evil people up there. They cannot stand that the black person can be... But you know what about the black people? They're not sneaky like white people. White people can be so sneaky, like zombies, man. I'm scared of them. They're like robots, you know. They don't have feelings. So black people don't do that. They're not like sneaky. I always, when I was in London, I always trusted more black people than anybody else because I know they're not sneaky. They will not do anything bad to you. You know, like they're not like calculated. They're not calculated like white people. They're born fucking calculated. I'm sorry. Swearing in front of my child. I'm so angry. So I lost trust and I moved out of London. I just cannot deal with this. White zombies. Right? Sandra Bland was probably killed, my love. Right? And you know why? She had a voice. Just the same way they came to get me on Friday. Thanks God. God brought me my angel to look after me. Because if I didn't know the law, I would just okay, yeah, let's go. I mean... Well, I didn't know what the fuck warrant was anyway, but my husband knew. So they just left. And they look so dumb. Because God is greater than everybody. Nobody can be against you if God is for you. Nobody. Nobody. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm not scared because I know God is with me. And my brothers and sisters. And let's be clear. Not all white people are bad. Not all black people are good, okay? We're talking about majority. So, well, let's not just like judge people by their skin color. But I'm just saying my experience. And I'm saying what I saw from Sandra Bland videos, her body language it wasn't somebody that would calculate it how to hang herself. She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know how to make a rope and the plastic bag into a hole that will hold tight her and hang herself. Come on, guys, seriously. I'm glad that her mother got 1.9 million compensation after so many years. She deserves it, but there's no price to pay for her child. But anyway, she fighted it through, and the judge saw the truth, and the judge probably knew that she was killed. She didn't commit suicide. Same thing with Kenneka Jenkins, right? Body parts. Harvesting the organs, man. Seriously, do you know what they say? Black people have strongest organs. So they go for them because their organs